Gather as I regale you with the tale, both age-old and true, of What's New Scooby Doo, Season 3, Episode 14. Now, I can't just sit here and repeat for you words that somebody else wrote and published, because that would be petty and I only commit grand theft. So, I took a few liberties here and there, splurged in some areas, held back in others, but for the most part, this is the exact same story you can find airing on network television, on, say, Boomerang. Okay? Then let us begin. The episode begins with Shaggy getting the phrase, "No white guilt," tattooed across his chest.
Like, white people took enough shit, Scoop. You gotta let them know.
After a long summer of catching crooks and foiling schemes pro bono, the Scooby Gang finally returns back to their hometown, much to the appraise of their fellow townsfolk and a brand new mystery. See, in the weeks leading up to the gang's return back home, about 8 teenagers have went missing from local teen landmark Climax Point due to, unbeknownst to the Scooby Gang, a crew of doppelgangers set to frame the gang. Upon hearing news of a new investigation, and without skipping a beat, Fred says his signature catchphrase, "Well, gang, time to teach some illegals a lesson in justice." Very politically charged statement from Fred. But honestly, what do you expect from the guy that dresses like a lifetime member of the country club where your stepdad cheats on your mom at? The gang goes on with their investigation, and over the course of it, they brush shoulders with an ex-girlfriend of Shaggy's, Jillian, from Family Guy, and her new boyfriend, J.C. Chazé, a local rapper at peace with never getting signed. He's made some noise underground, but nothing substantial outside of his mother's basement. He briefly mentions to Shaggy that he's heard a lot about him through her, and the two parties, they go their separate ways. But I don't know. Something doesn't shit well with Saggy. There's like an itch in his ass. And this time it's not Scooby's whiskers. But less on that. The gang resumes their investigation, and after a couple of long and drawn-out chase sequences to a song you would never remember, the gang finally catches and detains this imposter crew, and the unmasking process begins. One by one, their identities are revealed to the public. Extra number 1, extra number 2, minority woman. And finally, J.C. Chazé? Exclaims Daphne. The whole gang is taken aback, shock, in disbelief. How could he do this to the people of this town? Moment of truth for Mr. Chazé. His chance to explain himself. In the time allotted to him, J.C. Chazé tearfully professes that the entire town is obsessed with the Scooby Gang, even his own girlfriend, and it makes his own achievements seem lesser in scale, even though to the people he cares about, they should mean more. He feels as though, ultimately, his decision not to voyage across the country solving mysteries and choosing to eat dog food of his own volition has left him behind in a manner he can never, ever come back from. And it is for that reason that J.C. Chazé has embarked on a crusade to ruin the Scooby Gang. Daphne begins to cry. Velma takes off her glasses and lowers her head in shame. Fred does Fred shit, and the whole gang sulks in the sadness that is Mr. J.C. Chazé's depressing life. Shaggy then proceeds to discharge a dirty firearm into the minority assailant. And the credits roll on another happy ending.
You just killed Diego!